there's so many bargains out there, and you just can't. I can't hold myself, Sam. I can't hold myself back. I need a deal now. You know, I'm this type of person. It's so sad. I walked past for the guy to stop me. I didn't know. So I'm like,
you walk past a couple of times, look at it and be like, "Are you gonna ask me?"
These special glasses.
Yeah.
And to think now that'd be so inconvenient to be like turning your telly on and then having to look for where you've put where the fuck are these glasses? I mean, I don't actually think there's one person out there listening to my phone. Like, he's just sitting, he has a 9 to 5 job, his name's called Dave.
Like, it's a dangerous topic.
It's sort of like someone coming into my flat and going, "These are the light bulbs you want." And I'm like, "Wait, hold on. You're being far too invasive, but you're being very helpful." But I don't know. I have a problem. I'm trying to discuss it on here.
End it there. I have a problem.
Hello, Samuel.
Hello, Jack.
How are you, my friend?
I'm very good. It's time for another chat about a podcast, mate.
It is. And today we're going to be talking about technology. We're going to be talking about basically our views on technology, I guess. Like every sort of way, every sort of channel and sort of way of technology, if that makes sense. So like, I'll start it off with the old phones.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I absolutely love my phone. Like, I guess I have a very unhealthy addiction to it, and at times I have really sort of felt shameful of that. Is that anything that you can?
I don't go anywhere without my phone. My phone's always with me. Like, even when I go to the toilet, take my phone with me.
That's the essential.
But I was actually going to say something that I've realised a lot recently. I've never actually taken notice of it. It's on the old iPhone. I don't know if they do it on Android. On the old iPhone, it comes up with a report of how long you're on your phone.
Screen time, yeah.
It makes me feel sick. It's
disgusting. You almost sort of don't believe it.
It's awful.
So it's like, how is that possible?
Oh, I mean, what's your number, mate?
I don't look at it because I can't. I know that's funny.
You
but
can't
it's
deal
the
with it.
shame. It's like, you sad person. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
You think of it like I need, like, you probably are the same. I need my phone for work.
Yeah.
Like, I use my phone for work to contact people within the business and stuff. So, you know, I am very reliant on my phone to do that. However, the social media aspect is a disgrace because I am on social media on average about 7 hours a week, mate.
Really?
That's not good.
But you know what, like, there's with me, I'm very much like on sort of like, I have trends, if that makes sense. Like, I get addicted to trends. Like, for example, I mean, I still am. I'm very much addicted to go on Facebook Marketplace and to see what newly listed items are within my area that I live. Okay. So that to me is just like, wow, look what's being sold really locally. Like, and the problem is, I've actually experienced getting really good deals. Like, for example, I got the last ever Highbury program, Arsenal Highbury program for £3, and it's in pristine condition.
Oh,
it's
you're onto a winner there.
It's like, well, it's just a no-brainer. So, I mean, I know that's a very sort of particular thing, but there's so many bargains out there, and you just can't. I can't hold myself, Sam. I can't hold myself back. I need a deal now. I can't.
I mean,
calm down.
Do you need some help?
I just love a deal, mate.
Seek some help.
It is actually addictive. You can get addicted to deals.
Everyone likes a bargain, mate.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves a bargain, but
even if it's a bucket.
Moving swiftly on, I say addiction. It's not really an addiction. My weakness, I'd say, is YouTube. YouTube is an absolute weakness, and even if there's like people I subscribe to, or if there's nothing on that I like, or that that I'm interested in, I go back and watch series, like 15, 16 episode long series of things that I know what's going to happen, but I still watch it because I need it. Like, it has to be there.
But that is like a generation thing, don't you think? Like, I feel like maybe people in the past were sort of like, with your situation, it would have been the television. It would have been, what is actually on tonight? Like, let's look on the magazine to see what's on tonight. Where you and me are just like, in our generation, it's very sort of here and now. Like, if I want to go on Netflix and watch something now, I will do it now. I don't have to wait till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. and that is our sort of generation. We're so spoiled in that way.
No, I agree, but I actually think as well, like for me, I need, even like when I'm working, I have to have music on, so I have to put Spotify on, or I have to put a playlist on YouTube, or when I go to bed, I have to put the TV on Netflix, or whatever it is. Like,
if habits as well.
Yeah, like, it's a bad habit because like, it's pathetic. I put the TV on, I'll face the other way. like, I don't know watch it. It's just there as a bit of background noise. Like, I
used
don't
to
know
have
why I
that
do
for
it.
a very long time. As a kid, I used to have the telly on and go to sleep. That's awful, isn't it? When you think about that, like, but I mean, I know we're talking about a lot of negatives about technology, but there are actually quite a lot of positives. Like, for example, technology was able for me to like actually film my proposal in a really unique way using the drone, and I wasn't actually controlling the drone. I just told it to do something, and the technology from my phone told it to do that, and that sort of thing is I mean I will be showing that to like my grandparents and grandchildren.
Well, you're showing it to everyone.
Yeah, like my grandchildren. Like when I'm a lot older, I'll be like, look, this is how I did it, and I feel like like I'm going to be upgrading my phone soon, and what I'm actually looking forward to the most is actually capturing new videos and photos of like cherished memories.
Yeah.
On that phone, you know, with that camera, is so sort of special to me. I mean, that alone for me is worth the price of the phone because of the value it brings.
So the proposal, for example, that's something that you first of all you obviously put a lot of thought into, and it's something that thankfully went right. Like obviously, we've mentioned in previous pods the drone had a bit of a mind of its own, but it went right, and it's something where like even you can put things in a picture frame, like you can put a video in a picture frame. You could have that, so people will come in and be like, oh, what's that? And you can explain the story rather than having to get your phone out. And it is technology is amazing, and I actually think if we go on to something else that we're both quite passionate about or quite into in terms of like gaming, did you see the film Ready Player One?
I had seen the trailer for it.
So Ready Player One, I honestly think that not just for gaming but in general, technology is probably going to go that far. So it's effectively it's VR.
But have you played VR? Out of interest.
I've played it and it gave me a really bad headache and I don't like it.
Oh really?
It's not for me. I don't like it.
What did you do?
Oh God knows. I think I did one like of the horror games, and then I think I did a basketball game.
It is absolutely sort of terrifying how it literally puts you in a world like. As far as your like, can you imagine in a way your brain is so sort of, it's like opening your eyes in a brand new world. Like your brain's like, right now I'm here. Like I was just in my living room a minute ago, but now I'm in this different world, and it was so weird. I mean, the first time I used VR was in John Lewis. I wasn't even. I just went in there and they were sort of like demoing it, and I just saw that no one was doing it. And I'm this type of person. It's so sad. I walked past for the guy to stop me. I didn't know. So I'm like,
did you walk past a couple of times, look at it and be like, "Are you gonna ask me?"
I'm just like, okay, let me in. Like, let me see it. And no, but I don't know why, because I feel like if you come over really, really eager, then they don't want to sell it. Yeah. So I was sort of the aspect of, could you actually just sell it to me and tell me what it all is? Like, so that's exactly what happened. He was like, oh, can I interest you, sir, into this new virtual reality? He's like, have you ever done it before? I was like, no. Like, I'm all laid back, but in my head I'm like,
please, just let me do it.
And so I put the headset on, and it was a rock climbing one.
Okay.
Where you have to like, one by one arm at a time, go to each rock, and I literally like fell forward, like because I just lost your balance. This is my first ever time doing it. I like completely lost my balance going forward, and the guy like stopped me. Oh, by the way, before COVID, stopped me.
Oh yeah.
Entered my bubble, stopped me. I didn't just say that, did I?
You did say that.
It
do you want to say it again or
no?
No.
It's actually so funny because you think that would be a bad experience, but the next day I bought it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but I just think it was so mind blowing to have been in that sort of situation of just being put in a completely different world.
But something that is
mental.
I find amazing with VR, and I'm actually too scared to do is they actually use VR sometimes to help people get over their fears. So there's this thing like where you're standing on a building, and like people are scared of heights, and you look down and use that. There's this one where I think they use it like someone's in a jungle. Like I have a crippling fear of spiders and snakes. Like it's just not acceptable. Like it's not allowed.
And they can put the spider like walking literally over your eyes.
We're gonna stop that now because I can't deal with that.
But it was really nice to just like share when I had the VR, I shared it with like friends and family, and like, I wanted to see their reaction, and just seeing them like sit on a chair and experience like a roller coaster, and they're like shouting, and they're like actually living it, like actually in like it's so weird to think we are actually in that generation, and I do now and again I think we're actually so lucky we're in this generation. Where I know it's only going to get better, but like we're in this generation now where you can literally go into your bedroom and enter a new world.
You do whatever you want, and it's an escape. It's an escape, or it's you.
But that's so the whole what you've just mentioned there, like escapism, like or just escaping, is so important this year. I feel like with everyone's like mental health and stuff. So there is that positive side of technology,
definitely,
and I do have to address that, but I know. I mean, I'm saying I started with it. It is a negative. There are so many negatives with it, like so many addictions, so many people that put a lot of pressure on themselves. Like I know it's a bit weird to mention, but I know that there's a lot of women out there that will put a lot of pressure on themselves via Instagram,
because of how people look and things like that.
Like how they look, what bag they've got, or sort of materialistic things. And that pressure is piled on from technology.
It is. I think it's at the end of the day, people use social media platforms on technology, whatever, to promote businesses because they know that millions of people every single day are going to scroll through and do whatever, and people are going to be like, oh, that girl's got that bag, or he's got that that games console or that t-shirt or whatever it is, like I want it. But you've got to think of they have a target market, right? So say for example my mum was on Instagram, she's not going to do that, and it's the mindset as well of people our generation and younger, that technology, we are so reliant on it and we need it. And the reason why we need it is because we can get whatever we want from it, pretty much. And as you said, it is only going to get better. So it could go down that Ready Player One route where you literally your life is the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that will happen, but it could, because technology is only getting better, it's only going to develop, and it's quite exciting, but it's quite scary as well to see what way it's going to go.
I always share that same opinion of that. It is actually a bit daunting to think how real they can make these things become. Like it is only getting better, and everything's becoming a lot more affordable. Basically nearly everyone will have this iPhone. Like, for example, like when you think Apple is one company, and can you imagine the amount of people that have an Apple phone in the world? Like, it is absolutely like mental to think that.
But then there is that massive debate over Apple or Android, and like for me, although I've recently started using social media a lot more, I tend to just use my phone for like such an old man, for calls, texting, and maybe YouTube. Like I wouldn't necessarily go on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, all that all the time. So does it really matter what phone you've got?
I know what you mean. But again, maybe that is another status thing as well. Maybe that's what's helped them. Because really, I feel like I'm not dissing any Android users, but I feel like an Apple iPhone is sort of like a status thing. I mean, I don't look at it that personally.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm saying that people might buy that iPhone because it's like, oh, if I have this iPhone, I'm looked as a cool person.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I get what you mean, and I think that for example, I just recently got an upgrade, got a new iPhone, but I think it's just as well. Once you've got it, like I've made the switch from Apple to Android before.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah.
And I think it's just a familiarity of that particular phone as well. Like I don't know how to use an Android. Like, be honest, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I feel like when I switched from Apple to Android, I was like, okay, fair enough, this phone can do more. But exactly what you just said, I'm not comfortable. I'm so much more familiar with the old system. So even when I switch back, I've been Apple now for years. It's just like, well, there's literally no point me changing.
Exactly.
Like I'm and it is a bit weird that where you're so comfortable, you wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare get a Samsung phone.
It's a loyalty thing as well. Like I think that, for example, I've been an iPhone now. This stage of iPhone for 6 or 7 years, and the only thought process I have is if I'm gonna get another phone, it will only be an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like I have that loyalty to it. I know how to use it. You know, it's just a familiarity factor that you know I don't want to change it. You know, why do I need to learn how to use a new phone? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that just seems like a hassle. Whereas if you got a brand new iPhone, I mean, I don't know if you've ever upgraded your iPhone, but when you buy a new one, all you have to do is turn on your old one next to it, and it literally transfers. I don't know how long it takes, like maybe 5-10 minutes.
It's not.
And
long.
then you've literally got your old phone in your new phone within minutes, and it's just easy. You've got all your contacts, all your even your photos, videos, apps, everything. So I know we're doing a really we're doing like a deep advert for Apple here, but I think we're just explaining like in terms of technology. That's how we sort of deem it. Like that is it. That is so easy. Like,
and I'm sure on Android or any other phone there probably is.
Other phones are available.
Yeah, other phones are available. We won't list them because we're not sponsored by them yet.
No.
But you know, when we are, we'll let you know.
You will know.
but yeah, I just think that you know any piece of technology like modern day technology can do that, and it's unbelievable to think like. For example, however many years ago, 3D TVs. Like, do you remember that? Like,
I do remember that being the new thing.
That was a new thing.
When you buy the telly, you get these special glasses.
Yeah.
And to think now, that'd be so inconvenient to be like turning your telly on and then having to look for where you've put
where
the fuck are these glasses?
I couldn't be asked. Like, if I put the telly on, I want to watch the telly, I don't want to be like, right,
Yeah.
I put the telly on, I get nice and comfortable, then got to find my glasses, I put my glasses on, and go get the right angle to sit. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck off. I can't be asked.
I'm so bad. Like I don't know if you're at this level yet, but I literally use Siri for everything.
I don't touch it.
No,
I don't
Siri.
touch it.
I tell Siri to turn the telly on.
No.
I ask Siri to tell me the weather, the news
before
going to bed. That's like a tradition. I'll always ask Siri what's the news.
The only thing I've done with Siri, and it was the first day I got it, I was like, let's have a look at the options of Siri. I just changed the voice. So now instead of Siri being English, she, not he, she is Australian.
I switched it over to Australian because I found it just quite funny. Like I guess it's not funny, but it's just like different, isn't it? So it's
we don't want to offend our Australian viewers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike.
Again, we don't want to offend our Australian viewers.
Okay, I'm not going to try again.
But I think like for you, like I don't personally feel the need for that, but that's something that is in your everyday. So like, do you think that is dangerous? That checking the weather, for example, Siri, hey Siri, whatever it is, check the weather. You don't like look outside or. Oh, okay.
It's currently clear and 8 degrees.
Siri, there we go.
Oh, thank you, Siri. Thank you. Man.
There we go. That is perfect.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even mean for that to
You
go.
shouldn't have said the hay part.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It gets very exciting.
It does get excited, yeah. So your mate over there on the phone.
Yeah. He's always listening. That's actually a really weird point when you think about it. Like, how it must always technically be listening to when it hears it being
because it's got that trigger. But then there's also things that you may say something that's similar and it triggers it.
But am I naive or arrogant to? I mean, I don't actually think there's one person out there listening to my phone. Like he's just sitting. He has a 9 to 5 job. His name's called Dave.
That's a different topic, mate.
He sits down 9 till 5 and he goes. No, he hasn't said it today. No, but I do know a few other conversations he said.
No, that's a completely different. That can be a topic for another day.
It can't. I mean, there's a lot of theories out there that's true, but I don't believe that.
I believe that we're always being watched. Always being. There's always There's,
yeah, but why would someone?
I don't.
No offense, but why would someone watch you, Sam? Go to KFC.
I don't know.
Bargain bucket.
I mean, I don't do that.
Okay. You like bargain, apparently.
I do like. Would say you, but no, like it's. I get what you mean. Like, why would they do that? But I feel like there's something like we're always being watched, we're always being listened to, which leads on to my next point of obviously you've probably experienced this. Every single bit of social media we have is connected. So if I, for example, look at something on Instagram, it's automatically advertised on YouTube. Or like I started watching something on Netflix. Every single video on YouTube is about that particular thing that I'm watching.
Yeah.
So like, it's scary.
What is quite noticeable for me is that if I go on Amazon and just, for example, I don't buy it, that's when I get really aggressive adverts. So if I searched up, I don't know, like light bulbs, and I just thought, you know what, I haven't got time, so I'm not going to buy these light bulbs yet, I'll buy them later. So then for whatever reason I forget about the light bulbs and I go on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Oh mate, they are like, in your face.
Have you heard about this light bulb?
Yeah, they are in
it's
your
only
face.
This price.
They are really in your face. And that is a bit scary because it's just like, get out of my space. Like, you shouldn't know that. Like, that's... But at the same time, I can't really complain because there has been moments when I was like, oh, I haven't seen them light bulbs before.
But that's where it gets to the point of it being convenient and dangerous. Like, it's a dangerous topic.
Because it's sort of like someone sort of like coming into my flat and going, these are the light bulbs you want. And I'm like, wait, hold on. You're being far too invasive, but you've been very helpful.
But also, you weren't invited.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't ask you to come here.
Yeah.
So why are you here?
But you're very helpful.
Yeah. but that's the thing. Like, it's like if you put it on the scale between convenient and dangerous, it's swaying all the time, mate.
It is weird. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, but I'd say majority of the time it's sort of like, oh, go away, like leave me alone. I will make the decision myself.
But the thing it's your decision to get those light bulbs, wherever it is. It's not for this website to be like, oh, did you forget about this?
But you can imagine the stats. Like when I have clicked on the advert and then bought it, you can imagine the stats that go back to Amazon. Facebook would be like, give us money, we just sold you, we literally just made a sale for you. And I guess that's how they make money. And when you think I'm maybe one of, billions of people that go on Facebook,
it's silly.
It's crazy to think that, it's how many light bulbs we bought.
Why light bulbs?
I just thought, because I've bought these light bulbs lately, and I just
these light bulbs, man.
Again, technology. I've bought Philips Hue light bulbs that have millions of colours that I'll never use.
It's sexy, I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's very decent. You have a few parties in there, mate.
Yeah.
Socially distanced parties.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
people
maybe
will be
virtually socially distanced parties.
Well, I mean, you will be the only one having a party in the lighting, but everyone else can appreciate.
I'm gonna party hard.
Again with the singing. Honestly, I don't understand. Please someone just comment if you want him to continue to sing, to always sing, or to stop singing.
I was just singing the Thomas Party song.
No,
that's all.
No,
you wanna party hard?
Irrelevant. I've told you to stop that.
Stop it.
And you continue.
It's funny though, because before the pod, you're singing all sorts of songs.
No, I'm singing.
You're singing the intro song.
I'm singing Pure Imagination.
And I'm singing Bedmont and Broomstick.
Why?
I don't know. I have a problem. I'm trying to discuss it on here.
End it there. I have a problem. That's it.
No, honestly, it's not on. It's not on that I just sing these random songs. Why is that technology as well? I don't know.
It might be that you might have heard an advert or something that had a song that you don't know. Like, for example...
Yeah, it's like, for example, I know the... it's really weird. I actually know the phone number. It goes like this. 0800
1066.
1066.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's that? If I call that number, I have no idea who the fuck that is. But I know your number because of the song. Because of the advert and the song.
Well, hopefully, when people hear Pure Imagination, they think, chat about podcast.
Oh, that's true.
That's hopefully that's what happens.
And my singing as well.
No. When people hear your singing, they think, I don't want to watch this.
Or listen.
Or listen. Don't
discriminate.
Imagine.
Don't discriminate. Our audio listeners.
I'm so sorry, but imagine they could.
Audio listeners. So you did ASMR there.
That's right.
That's technology.
Imagine they can't even see you go to sing. They just hear it. They hear the
element of surprise. Samuel is the biggest entertainment.
You're abusing their ears. That is what you're doing. All right, stop it.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'll stop it.
Good.
No,
What are you doing?
I just want to sing, but I
Go on, just do it.
No. So on the next bullet of conversation
Here we go.
in technology,
Put it out.
I've always been very fond of computers, cameras.
Yeah, you are a bit of a nerd for that sort of stuff.
And even now, really microphones.
Yeah. When you told me about this microphone, you were getting really excited about it.
I guess I was, because I guess it's exciting as well to think I can film, like I can produce semi-professional, rather than, I mean, I know some people do it, but I personally wouldn't like to start a podcast from my phone. Like,
yeah, no,
you know what I
mean?
mean? Like, some people do record, and that's fair enough. But I guess I was, as I was saying to Sam actually today, like, before I started this pod, and before, like, actually, because it was an idea, wasn't it, that we mulled over for a few weeks. In my head, I was thinking, I want to do this like 100%. Definitely. I can't do it half-heartedly. I can't do it 70-50%. Like, I have to sort of like really make sure that it's really to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's not a fancy studio, but we have that sort of. Yeah. We have that ambition to finally
it's something
get
that we want to do, and I think that say for example we were recording off of our phones or whatever. I think the quality is very good, and I think that's where you personally, I think you're a lot more into technology than I am. You get really excited about it.
Yeah, I do, because only because of a producing side, not because of a technology side.
Okay,
I
fair
feel
enough.
like I can produce something with this technology.
But I definitely
again, another positive, because I feel like actually producing it and having a final product, hopefully the whole idea of it is to have a positive impact on someone else.
Yeah, definitely. But I think, like, for example, the mics we use, the camera, everything like that, it's aesthetically, I think, coming into your flat and actually like getting ready to do a pod with the setup we've got, like, it does, like, it's quite exciting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally what I would say is our starter setup, basically. Yeah. Obviously, I don't plan for this to be our setup.
Oh no, we've got plans, don't you worry.
Exactly,
there's plans.
Yeah, exactly. So, on that note, guys, on that very exciting, ambitious note,
the positive note,
I want you to know that you'll be basically our OG viewer, and we will be a big, large broadcasting podcast.
Broadcasting podcast. They know that. I mean, they know, and you know, and I know that this is the Chat All About It nation. We're global, mate.
Yeah.
We are global. So we want to keep that going. We want you to share the podcast to as many people as you want. Let them know that we just chat all about it. About everything. If there's a topic that...
Literally about everything.
Everything. Like, you name it, we'll chat about it.
But yeah, leave a comment, guys. Thank you for listening and watching. Be lucky.
And we'll see you when you're older.